So what is the real problem of why you can't find that special one? Just like Billy Bean saw beyond the obvious problem, we need to find the real problem in dating and relationships in order to find a soulmate. The real problem is, did you think I was just going to tell you? That would spoil all the fun. How about if I start by listing some of the current problems with dating and relationships? Okay, current problems. People date and date and date, finally get married, and then 50% of those marriages end in divorce. Okay, it's actually worse than a 50% divorce rate. According to a recently published relationship author, 50% of the couples are obviously divorced. Of the remaining 50%, 1/3 are unhappy, 1/3 are happy enough, and 1/3 are truly happy. Do the math, and that equates to only 17% of the marriage couples being really, truly happy. 50% divorce rate, 17% of married couples that are truly happy. Other problems? There are more singles than ever before. Why? Probably because we'd rather be single than miserable. You only want to be married if you can be part of the 17% that are truly happy. Most people believe that a good marriage is one in which the couple is happy with each other just 75% of the time. Singles spend over $1 billion on online dating without achieving their goal. And that number is minuscule compared to the amount of money that's spent on dating itself. We get more training on how to drive a car than how to select the right person. People date and have no plan or recipe for success. And worst of all, you still haven't found that special person yet. Whew. Do any of these sound like the real underlying problem of why you haven't found deep love? These are only surface problems. They're the results of the real problem. So what is the real problem? It's not complex. The answer is not complex, but it is deeper. For it to truly make sense, we need to take a look at the relationship landscape of where we've come from. And so that's where we're going to go next. We're going to take a look at the last 50 years of a relationship landscape. We're going to take a look at 3 time periods in the next segment. We're going to take a look at the 50s, the 70s, and now. Briefly, but when we do this, we're going to understand why we have this real problem of not finding the one we're looking for. I know that you were expecting me to tell you what the real problem is. Have some patience. This is going to pay off for you big time, I promise. I'm going to give you a hint though. The real problem exists and persists through each of the time periods that we're going to explore, the 50s and 70s and now. I want to challenge you to identify the real problem before I tell you what it is. Okay, here's the takeaway. In order to understand the real problem that keeps you from finding a soulmate, you need to understand how that problem came to be. And that problem begins in the 50s. So next up, we're going to take a look at the age of marriage.